Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars and welcome to another First Impressions video. Today I'm taking a look at Pacific Drive on the PlayStation 5. Now this came out just a couple of days ago on the PlayStation, and this is a game that has been getting a lot of positive feedback. This is getting great reviews all across the board, and I was definitely interested in playing this because I like survival games, and I like survival games when they're done well. You know, like Subnautica, things like that, you know, really, really good, deep survival games that kind of swallow up your life, really. If you, and you'll know what I mean if you've got into a game like Subnautica, the hours just kind of wash away. And when I've heard people kind of talking so positively about this game, and I knew it was a game that I had to try and had to play, and it's such a cheap price as well. I think I paid something like £23 for this. I think I got a little bit of a discount because I'm a PlayStation Plus member. So it seemed like an absolute steal, and you know, where could you go wrong with it? And to be perfectly honest, I've played this right now for about 4 hours, and the footage you're going to see here is from the probably the first 2.5 hours so of the game, something like that. And to kind of set up the game, and I will obviously be trying to do an in-depth review for you guys in a few days if I get the opportunity. This essentially is you play this character. You get sucked into this kind of dimension where there's all these weird anomalies going off. It's not one of those survival games where you're being chased down by zombies and things like that. It's more like the environment that's the enemy in this place. Very, very dangerous. There's a whole host of anomalies, and they can all damage you, damage your car, all that kind of stuff, kill you. So you've got to kind of, when you get sucked into this new kind of dimension, you find this really beat up, crappy old station wagon car that a lot of people have been comparing to the National Lampoon's car, and I can understand why. And you've got to try and get it to like this repair shop in this dimension, and once you get to this repair shop, you've got everything there that you need to kind of upgrade, repair, fix, all those sort of things with your car. Now, you're going to need resources to do this. So what you actually need to do is to go out into the world to like different sections at a time, and you've got to kind of drive to kind of different sections, and then you've got to explore the environment, get the resources you need to kind of take you to the next section of the game. But every time you go into these environments, it's dangerous for you and your car. So your car will get damaged, so you've got to make sure you've got everything that you need to kind of repair it on the go. And by repairing it, I mean, you know, you've got to kind of fix your tyres. You might run out of fuel, so you need a fuel source. You've got to kind of fix your body work, the whole shebang. Every aspect of your car is going to need some form of repair very regularly in the game. This isn't just an occasional thing, it's all the time. So you've got to kind of set up the car as best you can going into each kind of mission, each new zone, to kind of prepare itself for what it's about to face. And you don't really know what it's about to face till you get in there. You don't really know what these anomalies can do until you experience them. Some of them will explode, some of them give you like electric damage, some of them are like acid. There's a whole array of different things that these anomalies can do to you and your car. So it's resource collection, really. Now, if that really doesn't sound like your bag, that's really the game here. You've got like a few different things you got to do in the game. So you're in like your garage, your mechanic section, and you can tinker about in there for a good hour at a time. You know, like repairing your car, crafting new things for your car, upgrading the car, getting like better backpacks so you can put more things in it when you're out in the zones, you know, increase your storage. I mean, the whole thing, you know, the idea is to make your car as invulnerable as possible, which is never going to happen. And no matter how much you upgrade this car, it never really gets to the stage where it's a nice drive or anything, because it's a piece of crap car. But even in the short time that I've been playing this game, you get a real attachment to your car, and it becomes a real safety net. Getting in your car and driving off, driving away from an anomaly, it's quite a comforting feeling, because it's quite tension filled. This game, games like this, if they're done correctly, can be very, very, full of tension. Subnautica was, the sheer fright that gave me sometimes. And this one, while I haven't experienced all of the frights and all of the tension, I'm sure there's going to be bigger ones to come, depending on how far I get in the game. So far, all I can say to you guys is the gameplay loop here is massively addictive. For me, anyway, because this is the sort of game that I like. I can kind of relax and chill out to a certain degree, because, like I said, there's a lot of tension involved here in this game. About the only real weakness I can give you about this game right now is you can't save when you're out in the zone, which is a bit of a bummer. I would have liked maybe the option just to save maybe once or twice out in the zone. If you could kind of drive to a certain place and then save your game. But no, you can't. And sometimes you can be up to an hour, maybe longer in some of these zones. I mean, the first zone that I went to, because I was still learning the game, I was there a good 40 minutes. And, because you're still learning the game, you could easily just walk into something that could kill you, because you don't really understand the game and stuff. So I understand why they've done it. It's a survival game at the end of the day, but I think they could have maybe gave you the option, because at the beginning you can kind of adjust this game to however you want to play it. It gives you the options to make the game easier or harder, and I don't just mean by clicking easy, medium or hard. You can kind of adjust it so that you can make the game a little bit less dangerous when you're playing it, just tweaking it here and there. It gives you loads of options to do that, and I'll go into it a little bit in more depth when I do a review, but they don't give you the option to save, not that I could see anyway, within the game when you're out in the zone. So that's enough of me rambling on. All I'm going to say, guys, is right now this game is fantastic. I'm loving it. It's very, very addictive, and I would definitely recommend it from the early bits of the game that I have been playing. But if you want to wait for a review, I'll try and get one up for you guys as fast as possible. So thanks very much for joining me.
To get the hell out of my zone. Unfortunately, the barrier wall is as fortified against creatures trying to get in as it is against anyone or anything trying to leave. We have to find you a way out. So you might as well start by fixing up that car. Just don't break anything in my shop with those soft hands of yours. This is the zone. Within these borders, all matter has lost the ability to hold a constant physical state. What that means is the shape, size, and makeup of just about everything constantly changes. A mile of grass can turn into 10 miles of swamp in the blink of an eye, and it does. Constantly. It's caused by something we call instability. We're completely surrounded by it, and once you've watched it chew through entire mountain ranges, you'll understand that you don't want to get anywhere near it. We can only survive in here within pockets of stability. That's what you're standing in now. And that's what you're seeing mapped on the route planner. If we're going to find you a way out of the zone, you'll need to build a new antenna. Until then, you won't be able to detect stabilized routes beyond your immediate area. So, you've got to go hunting for parts, and that means taking a drive. Go on, pick a route. The arc device in your car will then show you where you need to go. Off you go. Make a left out of the garage and follow the access road. Okay, newbie. I'll keep this simple. Don't want to overwhelm that little brain of yours. You'll need a few things to rebuild the antenna at the garage. First on the list is plasma. The woods are littered with plasma generators. Look for a research trailer or a spark tower. That's those antenna things zapping you when you get too close. Both are always accompanied by plasma generators. The arc device is picking up on some plasma generators nearby. Your headset has a built-in scanner. Use it on the plasma generator, and it'll figure out the tools you need. you're alive. We're certain if the zone didn't get you, that gateway would. Did I not mention that you're the first human I've sent through that thing? I mean, they've been rodents, but it's not like it's completely untested. But anyway, it worked. So, you should have made it back with everything you collected out there. That's the beauty of the gateway. It's the only way to get back with all your marbles intact. Now, take those parts you found into the back room. I'll let you use my fabrication station. For now. That station will concoct ways for you to rig up anything from roof racks to flare guns. Assembling an antenna with those parts you brought back should be easy as pie, but it requires anchor juice to work its magic, so bring back as many as you can. And just because I haven't used that garage in decades doesn't mean you can trash the place. Mess up my equipment and I'll throw you to the anomalies so quick you'll get whiplash. We clear?